our TQS cameras have gone to a prison and take a look at how quilts and quilting are changing lives.
Coffee Creek Correctional Facilities is a pretty unique facility, I think. This facility is a prison. There's chain link and barbed wire on the top to get in here. You have to go through a metal detector. You're definitely in a prison. Coffee Creek Quilters program was started 10 years ago when the prison opened. We teach quilting to our students because we think it's a way to teach some important life skills like patience, problem solving, and persistence or sticking to it. And our sort of new motto is quilting is a way to change women's lives in prison and beyond. Our students are here at the correctional facility for a variety of crimes. A lot of them have to do with drugs. We have white-collar crimes, domestic violence, so we have child abuse. It's the gamut, but they're minimum security and they all have achieved a certain level of good behavior to be eligible to be in the program. Every week we work with 80 women. Women are in the program an average of 18 months and they make 3 quilts. The first 2 quilts are donated to charity, a whole variety of charities. And then the third quilt, a personal quilt, they can make it for themselves and they can take it back to their bunk. And that's just a huge event, that they get to take that personal quilt back to the dorm with them and have it in their bunk. This is our tool cabinet, and as you can see in the shadow board, every single tool, every seam ripper, rotary cutter, scissor has to be accounted for. We count these tools before and at the end of each class. Our sewing machines are kept here. We also count the sewing machine needles at the beginning and the end of each class. This is our pen sheet. Every woman gets, can check out a pen sheet with 40 pens, and we again count these at the beginning and the end of each class. When women come to the program, they get a pizza box with all of the stuff to make a quilt, and most importantly, they get a copy of Alex Anderson's quilting book, which she donated to us. So thank you, Alex. The women really appreciate it.
My name is Kimberly, and I am serving time for assault 2 and 2 criminal mistreatments. I look forward to my quilting class all week long. It is one of the best 2 hours I have a week. I've learned a lot of patience, a lot of self-discipline, and that even though you may have to use a seam ripper for an hour, it's okay, because you can go back and redo it.
My name is Danielle, and I'm serving time for robbery, assault, and possession of methamphetamines. I had absolutely zero experience before I came to this program. So far, I have made 1 quilt, and I'm on my 2nd one. It has changed me a lot coming through the program. I have a lot more patience, a lot more patience. Being a part of this quilting program, I've learned how to manage my stress a little bit better because I'm a very anxiety-based person, and so in here it teaches me how to relax and manage my day-to-day stress.
I remember one student saying, I just don't know if I can do this. I've never done this. I said, you know, all you have to do is sew a 1/4 inch seam. And she said, but I don't know what a 1/4 inch is. And so she literally had to learn what a 1/4 inch on a ruler was. And she started with that, and then, 18 months later, finished this beautiful 3rd quilt. So we see them learn new skills, learn patience, and I think one of the most exciting things for all of us who teach in the program is when they finish that 1st quilt.
Everybody, can I have your attention? We have a completed top.
We all work really hard to make sure, as much as possible, every week, every student has some sense of accomplishment.
The bond that I make with each quilt that I know is going somewhere is important because I know that a part of what I put into that quilt is going to affect somebody else.
We get a lot of letters from hospital chaplains because a lot of our quilts are comfort quilts or passage quilts. It gives the family something tangible to take back with them.
With quilting, I have learned that life is like a fabric. It takes a whole bunch of different pieces put together to make it work. And that even if one color doesn't match at first, it's okay to get another color to make it work.
I've learned that quilters aren't what everybody thinks they are. We don't just sit in a corner like old ladies quilting or actually talk. They're normal people. They have fun. They're young. There's young quilters. It's far more than quilting. It's a life lesson, I think, for me.
We've got a finished one. Everybody.
This is my first quilt, and they'll be taking it today to one of the hospitals, so somebody will be enjoying this.
We get a lot of feedback from our students about how important it is to make those quilts for somebody else, the idea of giving back to someone.
When I get out of prison, I'm hoping that I can instill in whether it's my daughters or my nieces, that I have found there's just so much good in making something for somebody else.
I plan to make a John Deere quilt for my 4-year-old son. So I'm going to do the log cabin, and inside I'm going to fussy cut little John Deere tractors for him. I'm excited.
I think I get as much out of these 2 hours a week as the women do. When you see those little victories and that smile and that sense of accomplishment, when they realize they can give back to somebody with those first 2 quilts, and the 2 hours just fly by. All of a sudden, it's time to start putting things away, and they never fail to thank us. As they're lining up to leave, we always get this, "Thank you, ladies, thank you, ladies." Sometimes it's the best part of the week for me, too.
It means the world to me that these ladies take the time out of their day to come in here to teach us skills that if it wasn't for here, I would never have learned, ever. And the women that come in here are amazing. I have never met such a great crowd of women in my life. They're all amazing.
When they leave the prison, we're allowed to see them one time and one time only, and that's if they're eligible to receive a release kit. They finish the program, that means they get a refurbished sewing machine, everything they need to make a quilt. We would love to see other quilters get involved in starting a quilting program in their community. And if you go to our webpage, we have a downloadable document on, a guideline to how to start the program. And we would just be thrilled to talk to anybody. You can email us, you can leave us a phone number. We'd be happy to help you in any way we can. Our website is coffeecreekquilters.org, all one word.
I'm so glad, Ricky, that our cameras made it to the Pacific Northwest, to this prison, because it just goes to show really that no matter what your situation, quilting changes lives.
It really
I mean,
does.
just like that.
And I also want to say that the Coffee Creek Quilters, on their website, this is the group, of course, that got this started, they even have guidelines. If you want to try something like this in your area, how to approach the prison, how to get something started, they've already got it done, so you don't have to do all the work.
So just look outside your door, your community, and if there's not a prison, perhaps there's another group that's the unthought of group, I guess I could say,
Get them started.
I know.
Because quilting changes lives.
It does.